Here we have the Philodendron Golden Goddess, a very neon looking philodendron. Now if you've had other philodendron and you've been successful with them, this is going to be very similar care to those. As always, we're going to start off with light. These need a very bright light to do well. A nice wide view of the sky. Typically from an east facing window or a west facing window is going to be really good from these guys. If you know you have a hot window, say it's like south facing or you have a really hot west facing window, we would back it up from the glass a couple of feet, still ensuring that it's looking out at unobstructed sky, but we want to avoid burning. So if you know it's really hot, just back it up a little bit. As far as watering goes, we water them when they're 25% dry during the spring and summer months. If you haven't watched our watering video, that's a great one to go and check out. And then you'll know what I mean, or how we choose to gauge different percentages as far as the soil moisture level goes. So we water at 25% dry during the spring and summer months because that's when it's actively growing and they need a little bit more frequent watering while they are actively growing. They're going to go through it a lot quicker. During the fall and the winter months, they go dormant, okay? So we're gonna back off on watering a little bit. We let them dry out about 50% in between watering. Now, when I say back off, I don't mean the quantity of water. It doesn't matter what time of the year it is, growing season or dormancy season. Every time we do water the plant, every time that it's ready to be watered, we do a full, complete, thorough soak. Every speck of soil in the pot should be saturated when we do water our plants. Of course, always making sure that the excess moisture is draining out of our bottom drainage holes. We like to repot these plants every 2 years at least to refresh the soil, or when the roots are coming out of the bottom drainage system. That's another good indication that it should be repotted. And we do that repotting usually at the beginning of spring. We typically try to avoid repotting during the dormancy season, which again is the fall through the winter months. As far as fertilizing goes, we like to use a general purpose, well-balanced fertilizer like a 15-15-15, 20-20-20 does really well. Any of your sort of general purpose fertilizers are going to do really well for the philodendron here. And that can be liquid soluble or granular, either works. If you are going to repot it, we would suggest an aeroid mix. I would start off with a base soil of just standard houseplant soil, and then I would mix in things like orchid bark and perlite to make it a nice chunky, airy mix. That's what's going to be best for your philodendron. But that's going to do it for the care instructions for the Philodendron Golden Goddess, a very vibrant, easy to grow, pretty philodendron.